Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, a very Shubho Bijaya to everyone who had celebrated the glorious occasion of Durga Puja. I am back once again on my YouTube channel after the pujas. Today, I am going to talk about a topic which might make some of you a little bit angry. Especially when I uploaded today's video's thumbnail on my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp, many people protested against it, saying that a degree is never truly gone to waste. Something or the other positive definitely comes out of it. What degree am I talking about? Of course, it's the Bachelor of Education or B.Ed degree, and in today's video, I am going to tell you the exact reasons why you should not pursue B.Ed. But there is a catch to it as well. This video is not meant for all the students who are pursuing B.Ed. I am going to show you the negative side of B.Ed, but this will only be applicable to that section of the B.Ed student society or community who want to pursue their career in higher education in reality, but are doing B.Ed as a backup option or because of pressure from their family, peers or society in general. They are the primary targets of my video. So B.Ed in general is a good degree, but there are certain backsides to it, and the entire pedagogical structure with which it is built is not very suited to even the school level of education which it targets, and definitely not a good choice for those of you who want to become assistant professors or teachers at the college or university level in general. So today's video is all about that. Let's get started. A B.Ed degree can generally be pursued right after you complete your graduation, but generally the large section of this student society of the present generation in West Bengal in particular, generally they start to pursue their B.Ed after they have completed their masters. Now I have realized that after the arrival of NEP or National Education Policy in 2022, B.Ed became a substitute for MPhil for many people, especially those of you who wanted to pursue their higher education and PhDs. Because MPhil was slowly taken out of the education system through a time period of 2 years almost, many people thought that after doing your MA, since you are not directly getting into a PhD right away because of the immense amount of competition, because of the huge amount of people who have applied before you and the seniors who are now your competitors, your compatriots, and who are applying for the same 2, 3, 4 PhD seats in your preferred university. Because of this immense amount of competition, many people are thinking that let's not waste our years after MA and let's do something with our time instead. And because B.Ed is arguably or comparatively an easier degree to pursue, especially if you're doing it from a private institute where you practically don't have to do anything. Therefore, you are doing B.Ed just to add a degree to your CV. Now, as a CV building mechanism, it's very good. It will embellish your CV surely, but then think about what you are actually gaining by doing B.Ed. Do you actually want to teach in a school? If yes, then very good. I am not at all judging that. Everyone should have their own sets of goals, achievements and targets in life, and schools form the very base from which our education system is built, and without school teachers there would not be any college teachers or university teachers or universities or colleges in general. So I have immense amount of respect for those of you who want to teach in schools. But again, I am mentioning that my target is not that particular type of people. I am talking to those people who are doing B.Ed out of pressure. Now, I can understand that if your family is creating some sort of pressure on you and saying that why are you sitting at home while all your friends are doing B.Ed. Now, you have to understand that this section called all your friends, a large section of them are also being coerced into this particular degree by using the same argument against them. Now, as long as MPhil was there, many people did get enrolled in MPhil, and therefore they were sorted for 2 more years until they could start a PhD. Now, since MPhil is no longer there, which is a very bad step in my opinion, I have a detailed video about everything regarding the MPhil degree. If you have not watched it, I will put a link somewhere upwards. You are more than welcome to take a look. But in general, since the discontinuation of the MPhil, B.Ed has become a substitute for that. So, if you are taking up B.Ed, what exactly does it do? It makes you a good or well-trained person to teach in schools. Now, the amount or method in which pedagogy is practiced in schools and pedagogy is practiced in colleges, these two are drastically different. One is not the same as the other. In schools, it's much more hands-on, much more, teaching everything by the T, telling everything to your students because they are very young and novice and naive. Whereas in the college level, it's much more, giving them clues or handing them opinions so that they can work on it themselves. So the pedagogy is much more different in both these types of institutes. And more importantly, once you do B.Ed, of course, you will also understand that it will be comparatively easier for you to get a job in a school, because schools are more in number as compared to colleges and universities, because again they are the very base. More people go to schools as compared to colleges and universities. There are no two ways about it. And since it is easier for you to get a job in school, you will eventually get one, either government through SSC or TET, which is happening this year in December. By the way, if you want me to do a detailed video on the TET exam in West Bengal about what it is, who can apply, what are the benefits of it, what will you get once you crack the exam, everything about it, please let me know down in the comments and I will make a video about it in the subsequent time period in this year itself. Anyway, so either through SSC TET or through common private school type application, forced application, or against an advertisement, you will get a job. Once you get a job in school, the amount of pressure that job will create on you will be immense. You probably won't be able to focus on anything related to higher education. If you have not cracked NET, then you won't be able to prepare for NET. If you even have cracked NET, that will actually help you in your private school job because it will give you a higher salary in most cases. But then you won't be able to prepare your PhD proposal. You won't be able to understand the way in which you need to work in order to get a PhD. Many people take a break from their jobs in order to do a PhD, and by this job I mean jobs in sectors of higher education where they are guest lecturer, visiting faculty, or assistant professors in education, in institutes of higher education. People take a break from that in order to get a PhD and then they go back to that job or to a different job. Of course, these people are very few in number and it comes with an immense amount of privilege. I completely understand that. But then if you're doing a job at a school, then your job and your dream are not in sync with one another. The path which B.Ed takes you through is not a path which will lead you to a job in a sector of higher education. It will lead you to a job in a school, which is good, but it's probably not something you want, right? Because I already told you, this video is for those of you who want to pursue a career in higher education. Now, many of you might also be thinking that no, this is not true. I will complete my B.Ed and then I will come back to a PhD. This is not at all possible. Of course, there are exceptions, but for the majority of the people, this is not at all possible, precisely because of the way in which B.Ed trains you and kind of brainwashes you into believing that school education is the best type of education and school teachers are the best teachers on the entire planet. I am not disagreeing with it, nor am I arguing with it, but this is what most B.Ed degrees do, especially if you go to a government college or a college where you are regularly required to go to classes. But if you go to a private college for doing a B.Ed, there are many private colleges, actually more private colleges teach B.Ed than government colleges, if my calculations serve me right. If you go to a private college, then what is the point of doing a B.Ed? You're basically just going, giving the exam and getting a degree. If you're doing it from a private institute, are you even getting to learn anything? Actually, the problem is not with you, me, or our parents. The problem is with the Indian education system, which has made it mandatory for school teachers to have a B.Ed degree. Of course, private schools don't follow this rule, just like private colleges don't follow the rule of any faculty members having net if they are allowed to teach at a college or a university level. Similarly, private schools also don't follow the rule of school teachers mandatorily having a B.Ed degree in order to teach. Of course, there are certain loopholes and certain exceptions to this rule, both for the college, university and the school level, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones where these rules are actually flouted. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that the B.Ed degree has been made mandatory, especially if you're wanting to apply for CTET or WBTET or any kind of TET exam. B.Ed is mandatory, or a pursuing B.Ed is mandatory, if I remember correctly. Anyway, I might be mistaken in this context, but a B.Ed is mandatory if you are applying for a TET and then getting it. You have to do a B.Ed at some point of your time, just like a PhD is mandatory if you are willing to stay in your profession as an assistant professor. By the age of 40, you have to complete a PhD, at least by the present set of rules mandated by the Ministry of Higher Education in collaboration with the University Grants Commission. Therefore, they are not understanding that just because someone is doing a degree like a B.Ed won't make them a good teacher, and just because someone is not doing that degree won't make them a bad teacher. This problem is with the Indian education system, and this problem has been created because of our immense population crisis and because of the huge unemployment ratio, which is why this kind of exam, degree, all of these are made mandatory, instead of focusing on who can actually teach by taking a class demonstration, which in my opinion would be a much smarter way of determining who is a better teacher as compared to the others. So if you have not started your B.Ed yet, or are planning to do your higher education career, or if you are planning to take your higher education career forward and have not started your B.Ed, or have barely started your B.Ed in this academic session, my advice to you is talk to your parents, because your parents are probably paying for you. If you are paying for yourself, then I have nothing to say. Your money, you do whatever you want with it. But if you're doing it out of the pressure of the society, think about it once more, whether you want to do it or not. It's not too late to step back and think about pursuing net, PhD and academia seriously. I think, in my opinion, good days in academia are just around the corner, especially around West Bengal. I have a hunch that in the next 2 to 3 years, fair recruitments, both in school, college and university level, at all these levels, fair recruitments will be at an all-time high. So please think about coming back to academia in the higher education domain as a faculty member, or in whatever position you had thought about. And don't do B.Ed if you don't want to do it, which is true for anything in life actually. Talk to your parents, talk to yourself, know your desires, know what you want in life, spend some time with yourself, which is an advice someone very dear to me gave me very recently, and I have started to listen to that, and that has actually helped me immensely in life. So I share the same advice with you. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, queries, doubts or comments, please don't forget to leave them down below. And also, of course, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see everyone in the next video. Till then, hasta la vista.